Welcome back to the Salisbury Greenhouse video series. I'm Rob Sproul, and today we're talking about poinsettias. Poinsettias are a classic symbol of Christmas. They're timeless. People have been putting poinsettias in their home for decades. And who am I to argue? They're gorgeous, and there's so many different varieties out there. Today we're going to talk about basic poinsettia care and some basic poinsettia varieties that are out there. So this is your classic poinsettia, and at Salisbury we grow about 10,000 of these, and they're just gorgeous. You want a poinsettia that's grown right. We grow them right here. We don't bring them in. They've never seen the back of a truck, and so they're going to have a nice firm habit. These braces here, make sure they're not floppy. And here, this is an Orion poinsettia. It's an early poinsettia. So what you have here is, these aren't finished coloring yet. This is a perfect stage to buy it at because it hasn't finished coloring. It's really going to keep growing and keep maturing. The red is a nice rich red. You know it's grown properly if it has nice rich color. If the color's faded or if the plant is floppy, then it's been grown too warm and too quickly. And that's how to spot poinsettia that's really not that healthy. Poinsettias in the euphorbia family, which is a huge family, and these actually aren't even flowers. These are leaves, colored leaves, special colored leaves called bracts. And what bracts do is they lure the insect, the pollinator, into the center there. That's called the cyathea. So the cyathea, there won't be a quiz on this, folks. So the cyathea there is, you can see one of them has a red tip. It's about to bloom. When they bloom, you see yellow, a lot of yellow filaments coming out of there with pollen on the tips. Try not to get them when they're in full bloom because they're a bit too advanced at that point. If they're finished blooming and the tips are black, then stay away because that means that the poinsettia is really past its prime. When you bring a poinsettia home, a lot of people make the mistake of watering it too much. Poinsettias are Mexican plants. You go to Mexico and even a lot of places in Central America, you see the poinsettias. They don't look like this, I'll tell you. They're about 6 feet high with a big thing on the top. They're still really gorgeous, but they prefer it on the dry side. A lot of people make the mistakes that they get the poinsettia in the home and it's the only plant they have in the home at Christmas because they're going through gardening withdrawal and they love it to death. They water it and water it and water it. You want to let the soil dry out considerably. Let the surface of the soil dry out fairly well, not until the plant is wilting, but fairly well, and then water it very well. When you do water it, make sure you put a tray underneath to protect it, or you can dress up the sides of the poinsettias as we see in another video. And then basically just keep the poinsettia, keep it free from drafts, from warm drafts, from vents, from cold drafts from the front door. Poinsettias are very cold tender. I've always wondered how they got to be Christmas plants because they hate the cold. If they get a good freezing draft from the front door, that could be it. But gorgeous, and so many things to do with it. So many things to do with the poinsettia. Right now we're going to talk about all the different poinsettia varieties available. It's crazy how many colors and textures are available now.